By the way, Cali Thistle were thrown in the crunching tackles. I think we're lucky to just have the 2 injuries. Maurice Ross for 10 days and Fabrini for 3 weeks. Got plenty of cover for them, so yeah, not too bad. I think I spoiled this at the very end of the last video by mentioning Hibs. Yes, how am I supposed to remember as far back as 24 hours ago in this heat of all things? So yeah, if I did or didn't, we've got Hibs in the next round. Surprise. Agbo has made a request that he wants to leave. I don't think he knows how his contract works. He is actually free to leave any time he feels like it. He can literally just walk out the door and come back no more. Yeah, so yeah, he puts in a transfer request anyway. I say no. And then he puts in another transfer request and I say no. So yeah, I don't know what kind of mental games we're playing with each other right now, but it is fairly amusing. And to clear up any confusion, I'm not offering him a contract right now and haven't been doing that because it just keeps saying he's unhappy or unwilling. He's unhappy with his contract and wants a far better one, but because of the wage structure, I can only offer a max £400, so that's nowhere near enough that he wants. Fabrini is doing the same. Obviously I'm not showing you that because there's no point in showing me the exact same 2 examples. But yeah, unless they are actually willing to say like, oh, I want £400 a week, then I can't really do much to make them sign a new contract. Anywho, enough contract talk, let's get back to playing games. We have a couple of league games before our cup games. First coming against Brecon and then followed by Dumbarton. Dumbarton would be a big game if I wasn't already 20 points ahead of them. So our lineup for Brecon, I've made quite a lot of changes. I'm just throwing in players here and there, just trying everybody out. So I'll just read the team from the back to the front. As always, in goal is Culkin. So from left to right we have Peeper, Kichinki, Cowan and Diawara. In midfield we have Barbosa coming back from injury, Batico, Ferguson and Old Man Gravelin. And up front, Barlow and Suffo. So yeah, very much a mishmash of B+ players and A+ players. We go on to win the game 4-0, Diawara getting a hat-trick in his favourite position, right back. I don't know why he hates that role. And Gravelin grabbing a penalty. Peery, however, got injured. He is easily our best left back and I don't really have a lot of cover for my fullbacks, which is something I do need to sort out, especially for next season. And that's actually quite a big blow because by the looks of things he's going to miss the cup games because he's out for 2 weeks. I go into panic mode and hurriedly loan in a left back from Brighton, Kerry Mayo. And no, I didn't sign him just because he's named after a condiment. It's because he is a left back and yeah, he isn't too great, but he's a whole lot better than any of the reserves I've got and hopefully can do us a turn in those cup games. And some good news, however, I'm doing my daily checks of whether they want new contracts. I check Agbo, he says no, and Fabrini is wanting to negotiate. He wants a new contract. Awesome, so he's happy with the £400 and the sign-on fee and all that. Excellent. So yeah, we'll be tying him down for a couple of seasons, and I'm just hoping that by the end of the season Agbo will do the same, but it's not looking too good with all these transfer requests right enough. It's time for our head-to-head against Dumbarton. Usually this would be a lot bigger deal, first versus second, but yeah, we have a lot bigger fish to fry in the cup games coming up shortly. And some of you may have noticed Dumbarton actually drew in their last game there, so we're now sitting 22 points ahead of them and can make it 25 if we beat them. So it's not exactly a big title decider, this one. We have the usual Culkin in goal, and Mayo, I'm going to give Mayo some game time. Hopefully he won't get injured before the cup games, so he's left back, and that's followed by Lovell, Ross and Diawara. In midfield we have Barbosa, also trying to get his game time and fitness up. And alongside him is Diabate, Agbo and Alu. Up front we have the usual pairing of Marcos Suarez and Suffo. Yes, this is a very strong lineup, and yes, we do have Rangers in 4 days time, but I want to win this game. Hate losing games. It's first versus second, it's my hometown we're playing against. Yeah, so I will be making subs as soon as I can, getting the main important players off, but 4 days to rest is more than enough for this squad. And we actually go on to have a very easy time of it. 5-1 we win, Dumbarton losing their cool, getting 2 sending off, so yeah, I don't know what that was about. For once my players actually behaved. Diawara getting on the score sheet again, Alu getting a hat-trick and Agbo getting on the score sheet. Diawara was injured though, and I find out he's actually out for 2 weeks, so he will miss the cup games. That is annoying, although I do have a couple of players who can play right back, but yeah, Diawara's clearly the best at the right back role. And just to confirm, yes, we are indeed 25 points ahead of Dumbarton. Fabrini signs his contract and we have him for 3 years. Excellent. St Johnstone, who have been sniffing around Graham Ferguson for a while now, come in with a £250,000 bid. That is too good to reject, and also it matches his minimum fee, so I have to accept. Pretty decent amount for him, so not too fussed either way, but he was a decent wee player for us. Agbo once again wants transfer listed, so this time I'm just getting so fed up I just go yes, why not? And just like a petulant child, he comes right back the very next day and says, you know what, I'm just happy to stay. I don't know what mind games he's playing at, because as soon as I go to offer him a new contract, he says he doesn't want a new contract. It's all becoming very tiresome with Agbo. Ferguson then completes his move to St Johnstone, and yeah, I'm kind of sad to see him go. Not the greatest like stats wise, but he played very well for us, and hope he goes on to do something decent, and hopefully not against us. And it's time for the big one. Well, kind of, as it is the League Cup. Not quite as special as the Scottish Cup, but it is against Rangers. So let's get to my lineup. Fabrini and Diawara are missing out due to their injuries, and Fabrini also picked up a knock midweek during training, so he misses out as well. So our first 11, Culkin obviously in goal, Mayo, Lovell, Cowan and Ross complete our back four. In midfield we have Barbosa, Diabate, Agbo and Alou, and our up front pairing of Marcos Suarez and Suffo. I'm very happy with this team. I am very nervous about this game. On to the game anyway. Suarez is captaining this side today, and I'm putting the commentary speed too fast, which is still, for me, it's quite slow, and you can easily read it, and I hope you can too. The weather update is a drizzly 5 degrees Celsius here in Glasgow, and yet we are in Glasgow at Celtic Park, which to me gives Rangers the advantage as they play out of Glasgow too. So in a way we're really up against it. That's me making excuses early, and they're 1-0 up. Fernando Rickson, the Rangers right back, scoring. I used to hate him as a player. In the Old Firm games, him and Alan Thompson, the left mid Celtic player, used to get into battles all the time, usually with ending up with each other getting sent off. It's actually very sad to see what happened to Rickson nowadays. He's got some sort of disease, muscle thing. I can't remember what it is exactly, but yeah, extremely sad to see him in that sort of state. And he was quite a good player for Rangers, which is one of the reasons why I hated him. And we have scored. Marcos Suarez, 15th goal of the season, 1 each. Come on. That gives me a glimmer of hope. I was expecting to get trounced as soon as they scored. I was like, oh god, this is just going to be like the Celtic game from last season, just going to get hammered. Yeah, but I think we're giving as good as we're getting at the moment. Suarez, I'm surprised at only 15 goals this season, although I'm happy with him scoring in the most important games, i.e. today. Come on, Sturridge? I was looking at that going, no, that can't be, and obviously it isn't, it's a different Sturridge. Suffle going close there, almost before half time. Come on. I'm really not happy about Cowan playing against Rangers. I don't feel as if he's got anywhere near enough quality to deal with there up front. But so far he hasn't done anything stupid, so yeah, Culkin doing well to actually keep them out as well, making a couple of saves there. Right on half time. So it's half time, 1 each. I'm happy with that. An attendance of 36,901, yes. And my team's playing okay. We're doing alright, we're holding our own. If we can maybe sneak a goal and then Suffle going close again. I'm still not entirely confident, but we are doing quite well. Arteta, oh god, I forget like the quality players they had, and yeah, that is one of them. Michael Moles, he was some player for them until he got a very bad injury, and yeah, I don't know if he retired from football soon afterwards or what, but he just did not look the same player. Something to do with his knee or something. Don't know, it was an innocuous challenge anyway. Yeah, Rangers have flicked De Boer. Moles again. 3-1. Moles getting at least a brace against us. It looks like we are crashing out of the League Cup in the semi-final stage. Yeah, it's disappointing, but at the same time, yeah, I'm a second division side, so I can't be too disappointed. Suarez smashes, no, saved. Stefan Kloss, some goalkeeper as well. Yeah, I'm spending a lot of time bigging up this Rangers side, so I don't feel as bad. They are, honestly, these players, there's some players like De Boer and all this. Rangers had some team back then. Although you do see the name Charlie Miller coming up and you're like, oh, I've never ever rated. He just didn't look like a football player. He's this wee short fat thing. Come on, can we at least make some sort of a fight back? Can we maybe, get a consolation goal? I'll try and make some subs, I guess. Anybody tiring? Kachanki can come on, yeah. The game is done. Let's just give game time to some of our players. I was about to say some of our youngsters, but yeah, Gravelin I don't think falls under that. Barlow though, this will be good experience for Barlow. Suffle going close. Amoruso. Was never a big fan of his either, but yeah, a lot of Rangers fans rated him. Michael Ball. Forgot he played for Rangers. Never happened to him. Barlow going close. I think we're going to have absolute raspers in order to beat Kloss, to be honest. Although, a goal. Barbosa, 3-2. Come on, 5 minutes, we can do this. They've switched defensively, are they panicking? Not too much because they're attacking us right now, and they went close. Come on, we've surely got one attack left in us. It's all over. Rangers are into the League Cup final. Well, it was a good effort by the Stirling lads. Just not good enough. Culkin, he has some game, really kept us in it, but yeah, not enough. Rangers just too strong on the day. And that brings us to the end of this video. We'll obviously be starting the next video with the cup game against Hibs, and I'm hoping that goes a wee bit better than that did. As always guys, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that stuff, and yeah, see you next time. Bye!